In 1996, a group of concerned community leaders came up with the idea for Kids in Motion to give kids an opportunity to learn work ethic and responsibility. And because of that, Kids in Motion was formed.
There were signs that gangs had started to kind of come to Hannibal, and we were looking for a way to say, how can you combat that, give young folks something to do so they would not be influenced negatively by that, because we know that gangs frequently use young folks to do their business, if you will. So after a meeting at the Mark Twain Dinette, several of us got together and we decided that probably it was 2 business owners and a couple other folks decided that the best way to keep young folks out of trouble was to keep them busy and put them to work. Well, we couldn't do that because the age of the kids that we're talking about is younger than you can actually hire usually. So we basically came up with Kids in Motion, a way to let kids try out working in a group, working together, having their performance be rewarded so that they could see that the path of a real job eventually is the foundation of their life and what they could do, instead of kind of turning toward things that will be a little less beneficial for them in our community.
Almost 20 years later, we have made a tremendous impact in our community, in our youth, and in our world.
Well, I'm a past Kids in Motion kid. I was in the program in 2008 and 2009. It taught me how to be respectful to others. It taught me teamwork. It taught me to value my work and my future. With all that in mind, I am currently in college getting my bachelor's degree in business management. I should have it in 4 years. When I first got into the program, I was a very quiet person. It kind of helped me come out of my shell a little bit. It did teach me responsibility. And I am also now helping out with the Kids in Motion program.
Hi, my name is Alexis Rogers, and Kids in Motion has been has made me a better person because I know that everything will not be handed down to you. You have to work for it. Kids in Motion has also made me a better person by showing me love and giving me confidence and caring for me. They have had hope and faith that I can make it in life and be someone important and be a hard worker and stay focused on work. They did not only treat me with kindness and love, but they made me feel important. When I first started, I thought, what is this going to do for me? I can never make it in life. The good life was never made for people like me. But as I started, they made me more comfortable and brought out the hard worker in me. Their confidence in me made me happy. On days when I was down, they treated me like family. And all of this together really means they cared. We loved and laughed and loved, but most importantly, we learned, not only by working, but from each other. You would think that's just because this is my first year. I wouldn't get all of this out of it, but I did. I really hope that I can join again next year and enjoy all this over again and even learn something else new.
I started with Kids in Motion in 2006, and since that time, I feel like the program has helped me more than I've helped the program. It has shown me how many things I truly have to be thankful for, including the kids that I work with. We have some amazing kids who are doing amazing things in spite of very difficult circumstances. And I'm honored to know them and honored to be a part of their lives. In 2016, we're going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary of the program, and we are hoping to be able to announce in 2016 an expansion plan to go into other communities and improve on our already existing Hannibal programs by adding a 15 to 18-year-old program for older youth here in Hannibal. So we have a lot of exciting things going on, but we need your help. Without the support of the community, businesses and organizations, foundations, we cannot make the difference that we need to make in the lives of these kids.
It's been a great program. I've been involved with it through the years with United Way and supporting it and helping with it, and I am a firm believer in it. It's good for the city of Hannibal because they do a lot for us. They go out, they work on our gardens, they do all the flowers, they water the flowers, they work on the levee, they work in the parks, and they clean up all over town. But beyond that, they even go to the nursing homes, and they learn through this program to work, to get a good work ethic, to respect each other's values and opinions, and they learn that they got to be on time. They've got to do their work. They're just not automatically paid because they show up. They get paid, but you have to work in order to attain it, and you have supervisors who are there and they coach them and work with them so that they do a good job, and they build pride in themselves. They learn to respect their community and care about their community, and it's just an outstanding program for the young people between 12 and 15 years old.
It started when I was 12 years old. I became a participant part of Kids in Motion, and I really enjoyed it. It had a large impact on my life. With Kids in Motion, you get a head start. At 12 and 13, I was able to learn responsibility, how to manage money, everything that someone needs to know in life. And also, a lot of these kids, they come from families that you don't have anything to keep you busy. You're going to get in trouble. And Kids in Motion keeps you out of trouble. It keeps you busy, and it shows you that there are people in the community that care about you and that you are important and that you can make a difference. I do. I remember being 12 and sitting down in their first orientation meeting for Kids in Motion, and Amy Vaughn coming up and telling all these kids that we could always do anything we wanted to if we set our minds to it. And I took that to heart all summer long, and Kids in Motion got me out of my comfort box. It's different. You're going to talk to different people, you do different activities, and so it made me less nervous to try different things, and college is a different thing for us. I've never had anyone in my family go to college, and so I didn't have anyone to ask questions or anything, so I just had to jump out of my comfort zone, and Kids in Motion prepared me for that. I'm in school right now as a psychology major, and I really enjoy it. And I've always wanted to work with kids, and Kids in Motion, that's what we do, we work with kids. And so I just felt that it was my calling to come back and be a supervisor. I wanted to have the same impact on a child's life that Kids in Motion had on mine. When a person gives to Kids in Motion, you have the opportunity to make a difference in a child's life just like mine.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of Kids in Motion. It's a wonderful program. My gosh, the changes it hasn't made in her is more like the question. I don't know, when she first got involved in Kids in Motion, of course, every kid thinks their life is, so tough. But then she's able to see the other side of other kids' issues too, and realize that everyone has issues in their life, to not to be so judgmental on other people. Oh, I definitely saw excitement when the program was in session. She was excited for her day to come because they don't work every day. So she was excited for her day to come. She knew she had to behave around the house and help with house chores, as well as when she was at the program, she was excited for what they were going to do for that next day. And it's excitement for the kids because they're getting a paycheck, but also it's helping the community out so much that I loved hearing we planted flowers downtown, or we picked up trash all around town. That was exciting on my end, just knowing the impact they're making for Hannibal, but also they found it rewarding, not just for the paycheck, but they felt good about themselves helping people.
The Daily Pledge, brought to you by KHQA.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,